Hey, long time no see. Welcome back to GFAtv. Like all episodes of GFAtv, today's episode is going to be a special one. But today's episode is going to be extra special because I get to talk to last year's GFA ICAC champion, Bokyung Byun. Also keep an eye out because we're going to be using the community tab more here on GFA Video. It's going to include stuff like featured performances and posts, so keep an eye out for that. But anyways, enjoy the interview. Greetings, Bo. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing really good. I'm super happy to get to interview you today and chat a little bit about all things guitar. Last time I chatted with you was actually outside the ICAC finals. Since then, you have won the ICAC. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it just kind of felt surreal to me, only because it happened online, and I guess there wasn't a physical event that happened. So it took me a couple of weeks to actually kind of finally settle down and think, oh, actually I won this thing.
It was great to see. And shortly after, you had a couple of videos come out with Guitar Soul on International that were really good. One video I specifically liked was the Devil in the Details.
Yes.
Very cool. Cool piece. How did you find that piece?
Actually it was that particular video was in partnership with Guitar by Master. So they're doing a tutorial on that piece, and so I was asked to perform the piece, and I really found to like it. It has very Usher Waltz kind of feel to it, I thought. Yeah, technically challenging and visually very fun to watch.
You've played a lot of different pieces across all different styles, eras. Do you have a favorite era of piece that you play, or favorite composer who you always go back to?
I see. It depends. I go through phases. If I'm really focused on Dowland, I say, oh, Dowland, that period is my favorite, and then it's vice versa with other composers. But I noticed that I tend to really like Castelnuovo Tedesco's pieces. Somehow I really identify with his musical language and harmony, all that. Yeah, so that has been my favorite go-to.
Okay, so I'm going to change gears completely away from music and into lifestyle. So, as you mentioned before, you had a sort of semi-online ICAC, and we're all living semi-online lives. How do you keep up your morale? How do you keep your good spirits in getting better at guitar, even though the future of performing in real life in the world of guitar is kind of uncertain?
Right. Well, to be completely honest, when, stay at home, it began in 2020. I actually didn't do anything. I didn't practice. I did play guitar, right? I played the Takemitsu transcriptions of Beatles, things that I didn't have time that I thought I didn't have time to kind of go over, but I always wanted to learn them. So I actually had a great time learning those things, just playing guitar for the sake of playing, not I'm not trying to improve on anything or learn this piece by this certain day. As the time went on, there were more virtual concerts, so there were goals. So I think for me, what motivates me is having a goal, whether or not it's a concert or recording project, for yourself. Because right now we're all professional recording people, right? We have to figure out our way to record ourselves home. So even if you don't have concerts coming on, because who knows what's happening these days, you can maybe set a recording project, have a theme for your CD perhaps. And yeah, so that's been helping me helping me keep going. So I hope that helps others too.
Do you have a favorite Takemitsu transcription?
Oh gosh, I wouldn't say this is not a transcription done by him. To the Island, I came across whose transcription was this? Guitar transcription. Let me see. Oh, Shinichi Fukuda. So he did a transcription of the Takemitsu's To the Island. It's a choral piece, and it's really, really beautiful. So I would say that one. It's kind of unlike other Takemitsu pieces, especially compared to his guitar compositions, because they're a little out there, a little atonal. But this one is more on the tonal side and just really beautiful. So yeah, if you get a chance to look at it.
So coming into the year 2022, what do guitarists have to look forward to coming from you? Are there any dates, concerts, or recordings coming out? What can we look forward to?
I did the GFA recording for the CD.
That's awesome. What kind of pieces are on the CD?
They are. I always try to do the pieces. Obviously, everyone does, but for me, it's like a little gift that I give to people, right? That these are the pieces I love, so listen to them.
Yeah.
So of course, it includes Tedesco and a couple of pieces that I played in the final GFA competition, and some exciting new compositions that have not been recorded yet by, for example, Joao Luis and Jalil Kaya. So I'm really excited that they're coming out soon.
What outside of guitar could Bo be found doing?
You know, I've been asked that before, and I always was a little ashamed that I don't have a hobby. I used to love reading books when I was in Korea, but when I came to the States, it just somehow the language barrier, it just took too long to read a book, so that kind of faded out. But now I love listening to audiobooks, but I wouldn't call that my hobby.
Sure.
But I realized it's okay to not have a hobby. Playing guitar. that
can be a hobby too.
Exactly, it sounds super nerdy, but I just I just like reading through things a lot. So that's pretty much it. And I like eating food. Food is my best thing. Best activity for me. I mean, before pandemic, I used to go try out different restaurants, things like that. But now it's just a little bit more like, oh, what kind of food can I make that would taste okay? Because I don't cook well. Yeah. But,
no, me neither. I think it's okay to have guitar be a hobby because you can play the guitar in different ways. And
that's
obviously,
true too.
Playing guitar at such a high level is kind of like doing an Olympic sport. Whereas reading music casually might be like kind of running around the park instead of an Olympic marathon. Do you have a favorite like Olympic piece and then a favorite running around the park piece?
Oh gosh, Olympic piece. Oh well, I do actually. Bagatelles, Walton Bagatelles. I always feel, I don't know why. I practiced it a million times, but it always feels very challenging technically to me, and I know how it should sound in my head, right, musically, so trying to match that with what I can do has always been a challenge, and it's ongoing always. There's no best version of it. It will always evolve, hopefully. And just running around, I don't know, I just like reading things, so it's just weird thing. So I would just grab like sore etudes, read through all of them. It's fun, but they're tiny little pieces that people don't really play in concerts because maybe they're too small or they're not. It doesn't evolve musically into a big piece, but they're really pretty.
Yeah,
a little miniature. So I like reading through those things. I would just grab a book and then just read it.
Yeah, reading is definitely like a good thing to do just casually whenever you can, because I feel like not enough guitarists are just like also readers. Like a lot of people learn to play. So having like this sort of alternative take on just reading for reading's sake, I think it's cool. Music's a universal language, and you talked about not reading books so much anymore. Now you read music books more, I guess.
Oh, there you go. I like that. I'll tell my mom that.
Yeah. So a question about the right hand. Do you have a favorite right hand finger? We've asked the guitar community this via the community poll, and I've asked Connie Shu this question. I know she said it's like choosing your favorite child, but which right hand finger do you think is your trustiest?
Oh, trustiest? I would have to say the thumb, P. Only because it gets the job done almost always. But when there's like a bass to middle range kind of melody going on, and to bring it out, I love what the thumb does with the bass string and the tone, especially Villalobos stuff. So I would have to say the thumb.
For my final question, it's another question I've sort of asked all my interviewees prior to this. Imagine that we're on a desert island together. So the GFA boat crashed.
Oh no.
we're now survivors on this island. We both have our guitars and a music stand, and we have 2 pieces. Okay, you have 1 solo piece and 1 duet piece that we have to play for the rest of time until we help off the island. Which solo piece and which duet piece do you take with you?
Those are the only 2.
Those are the only 2.
We can compose.
Well, I guess there's some manuscript paper too. Do you compose at all?
I wouldn't call it composing. I just sometimes noodle around on the guitar. That's about
cool.
it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Let's see. The duet piece. Well, I like. Oh, it's going to be Tedesco duet piece. I think it was called Sonatina Canonica.
Yes,
I hope I'm right. Yes, I love those three movements. So I'm going to bring that. I don't think it ever gets old for me.
That's a really good. I actually played. I've read through that with my friend, but my friend and I play the Well-Tempered guitars.
Oh yeah.
Maybe
you can choose that and you get the whole book.
Right, and I would actually know it better, so I wouldn't be way behind you. You know what I mean? And for guitar solo?
Well, maybe it can be Bach suites, one of the Bach suites, but in manuscript, and I have to turn it into my own arrangement. And they're always this like motive thing. With view going on, so it'll take years to master. So maybe that can be it.
Yeah. Okay. So the time has come to kind of close the interview. In closing, do you have anything you'd like to say to the guitar community, or anything going on in your life that you want to let us know about?
Oh gosh, I hope to see you this year on the tour. If you can attend, and if the concerts will happen, and I hope they do. And yeah, what else? I think that's it. I'm just really looking forward to playing more.
Yeah, I think the future is bright. So, as long as we all do our part and, do the right thing, I think we can get to go see you play that Tedesco.
Yes.
Perfect. All right. Thank you so much. Hope to see you soon. Bye.
Thank you.
Man, interviewing great guitarists is such a cool experience. Another cool experience is participating in the GFAtv Tremolo Challenge. Even though I put out the information for this challenge right before the holidays, and tremolo is one of the most exposing things for us as guitarists, and I didn't even put out my video like I said I was going to, the hashtag GFAtv Tremolo Challenge is still open. We have a really great sketch composed by Ryan Ayers, and it's all E string tremolos, so it's not that bad. Anyways, I'll catch you in the next video where I'll be talking about guitars with Ryan Ayers and GFA champion T.Y. Zong. I'll see you there. Later.